this morning yoga quickie. Starting your day with yoga is a great way to wake up your body and your mind. So in today's sequence, we're going to strengthen, to stretch, and to energize our whole body. If you're ready, go ahead, find your mat. We don't need any props today. And we're going to start in a wide-legged child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch, open your knees as wide as your mat, and then sink your hips down to your heels and walk your fingertips all the way to the front of the mat. Release down your elbows and maybe the front of your head, your forehead, is able to find the mat. Otherwise, you could just take a block and rest your head on the block if this is too much of a stretch for you first thing in the morning. Now let's go ahead and focus on our breath. Going to take deep breaths in through the nose, inhaling lots of new fresh oxygen, and exhaling out the stale air of the night. Breathing in through the nose, sending your breath all the way down your spine, finding some expansion in the skin of your back, and exhaling out of your nose. Releasing any tensions and releasing the stale and old energy that's no longer serving you. Take 2 more deep breaths in through your nose here. Really expand the skin in the back. And exhaling, sinking a little heavier against your mat. 1 more breath. Bring your hands next to your head, lift yourself up, bring the knees together, set yourself up for a tabletop position, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers are spread nice and wide. Find that upward current energy, drawing yourself towards the ceiling as your hands and your knees and the tops of the toes are pressing down into the mat. Make sure that your toes are pointing backwards in line with your knees. Okay, going to energize the spine here by flexing and rounding the spine with a few cat-cow movements. Inhaling, dropping the belly, shoulders draw back, lift your gaze. Exhaling, rounding your spine, finding that expansion between the shoulder blades, chin to chest. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone and your gaze, shoulders draw back. Exhaling, rounding the spine, really pressing everything down into the floor. 1 more round. Inhale, find the connection of your breath and your movement. And exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhale, find your neutral tabletop position. And then extend your right leg long back, setting down the toes into the mat. And then wiggling a little bit back and forth, just finding that extension through the right leg. Maybe sending the hips a little bit side to side. That's it. And then lift your right leg up, draw your navel to your spine, set your right foot to the outside edge of your left side of the mat. Take your gaze over your left shoulder and then press your right hip to the right side. Finding a nice side body stretch in the right. 1 more breath here. Inhale, head back to center. Extend your right leg long back. Point your toes, engage all the muscles in your right leg. Navel draws up. Find that little rounding between your shoulder blades. Fingers are pressing firmly into the mat, gripping down with your fingertips. Top of the left toe presses down. As you inhale, reach your left fingertips out. Find that energetic engagement all the way from the left fingertips down to the right toes, drawing your navel up towards the spine here. Neck is in line with your spine. Take 2 more breaths. Waking up the body here. Make sure your hips stay leveled. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, set your left hand down. Now tuck your left toes under. Lift your left leg up, come into your three-legged plank. Bend your right knee and pull it all the way up towards the front of your chest and your nose. Breathe here. Pull up the knee a little bit more. And exhale, set the leg back, plank pose. Lower the knees down. Set yourself back up into your neutral tabletop position. Spread the fingers again. Climb down through your fingertips. Sit your left leg back. Little movements here to find length and a stretch in the back of your left leg. Maybe a little bit right and left. Navel draws to the spine. Whole body is energized here. Lifting left leg off the floor. Set your toes outside the right edge of your mat. Down to the floor, keep the toes tucked, and look over your right shoulder back to your toes. Navel is still drawing up. Nice side body stretch here on the left. One more breath. Head back to center on your inhale. Right leg extends in line with your spine all the way back, engaging through the toes, pressing the ball of the foot back, drawing the navel up to the spine again. Left fingertips are really clawing down into the mat. Reach your right arm forward. Good. Find length from the right fingertips to the left toes. One more breath here. Deepen through the nose. Exhale out. Let's stay for another breath. Really finding that energy moving in your whole body. Exhale, right hand comes down to the floor, and then go ahead, tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, set yourself up into a three-legged plank, and then draw your left knee to your chest. Stay here and breathe. Squeeze your knee up all the way as much as possible to the front. One more breath. And set yourself back up in plank pose. Bend your knees. Send the hips up. Find your downward dog. Pedal the feet here. Spread your fingers. Rotate your shoulders upwards, away from the ears. That's it. Good. Now go ahead, bend your right knee as much as possible and send your left heel down to the floor. Send your chest back and find that nice stretch in the back of your left leg. One deep breath in here. Full exhale out, shoulders away from the ears. And switch. Left leg bends. Right heel pushes down to the floor as much as possible. Good. Outward rotation with your shoulders away from the ears. Deep bend in the left knee. Bending both the knees. Push your chest back. Send your chest towards your thighs. Shoulders drawing away down towards the tailbone. Good. And then look forward and gentle steps, crisscrossing your legs. You can bend the knees as much as you need. Make your way up into your forward fold here. Feet are hip width distance. Nice bend in the knees. That's it. Good. Now take your right hand about a good foot distance, 30 centimeters in front of you, right in between your toes. Bend into your right knee and then take your left hand to the inside of your right hand and reach it up. Open your left arm up, like as if you were doing a bow and arrow, loading for your arrow to shoot. Good. Bending deep into your right knee, twisting towards the left with your chest and your shoulders. Left fingertips are engaged. Try to find a nice long line from your spine to the crown of your head. And exhaling, bending into both knees, come back. Change the hand on the floor. Bend into your left knee. Right leg straightens as much as possible. Inhale. Open your right arm up all the way to the ceiling. Good. Keep both hips drawing back here. Your gaze could be up, straight, or down. Just listen to your neck here. Take another deep breath. And bending both knees. Exhaling. Bring both hands down to the floor. Let your head hang loose here. Relax the shoulders. Weight is more into the toes. Taking another nice long breath here. Good. And then take your hands next to your feet. Keep the nice bend in the knee. And then step your left leg long back. Releasing left knee down to the floor. Untuck your toes. And immediately begin drawing your feet in towards each other. Finding that nice energy of pulling everything into your midline. Outsides to the inside, front and back. Good. Now take your right hand onto your right knee. Reach your left arm forward. Keep your torso nice and diagonal. Shoulders relaxed here. Good. Keep the legs working hard. Drawing inwards towards each other. That's it. Reaching the right hand up if you can. And then lifting your gaze a little bit, bending your right elbow, bending your left elbow, and reaching your hands for the outside edges of your elbows. Press your head against your forearm, drop your shoulders, and then see if you can keep that awareness around your navel, drawing in, lengthening your tailbone, and trying to send your sternum, your chest forward and up. Shoulders are relaxed here. Legs are strong. Good. Elbows are pulling outwards. Hands are pulling inwards. One more breath in here. Releasing the left arm first. The right arm. Lean a little bit more forward again. And then go ahead and reach your left hand to the outside of your right leg. Find a connection with your palms, pressing your palms together, twisting your chest to your right side. Draw your navel in here. That's it. Finding that nice twist in your upper spine. Drawing the navel in protects your lower back. You can always stay here, or if you want to, try tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee off the mat, and then see if you can keep drawing the legs in towards each other as you twist even more. Good. So the legs are drawing in towards each other as if they had magnets on the insides of their thighs, but the feet are pushing away from each other. Take one more breath here. Good. And then keep your hands in the prayer twist. Look down to your right toes. Now don't think too much about it, just lift your left leg up and gently step it forward into your forward fold. Big toes touching, some space between your heels. Come into your prayer chair twist. That's it. One more breath here. Good. And then exhaling, releasing your torso to the center, set your hands down, forward fold. Relax your neck here. Keep your gentle bend in the knees. Inhale. Lift your head, your shoulders. Come into your flat back position. Draw the shoulders away from each other. Squeeze them together in the back. And exhale around your spine. Good. Now this time, go ahead and step your right leg long back, same sequence on the other side. Releasing the right knee down, untucking the toes. Drawing the legs inward. Left hand finds the left knee. Inhale, reaches the right hand forward. Stay here, or reach your left hand forward as well. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach your torso up and forward. Keep the legs drawing in. This time bending the left elbow first, right elbow bends, finding the outside edges of your elbows, Press your head against your forearms, draw the shoulders down, legs draw in, left hip crease pull us back. Nice long stretch in your tailbone, navel draws to the spine, and then the head presses back, elbows press out, shoulders away from the ears. 2 breaths. Keep everything energized, engaged. 1 more breath. Inhale, releasing the right arm, left arm, reaching the torso diagonally forward. Right elbow finds the outside edge of your left knee. Bring your palms together here, twisting towards the left. Legs are still drawing in towards each other, left hip crease pulls back. Stay here, finding that prayer twist with your knee on the floor, or go ahead, tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee off the floor, press the legs, the feet away from each other, but keep drawing the legs into that imaginary midline. 2 breaths here. Back heel lifts high off the floor, everything is engaged. 1 more breath. Look down to your left toes and step your right toes up to meet the left. Big toes touch, knees touch. Come into your prayer twist in your chair pose. Good, make sure your knees are still at the same level. 1 more breath here. Exhale, release your torso to the center. Release your hands down, feet are parallel. Forward fold. 1 more inhale, finding length, lift your back to flat back. Maybe little micro movements here, side to side. Finding length in your spine and exhaling, folding forward. Bend your knees and find your seat in any cross-legged position that is comfortable for you. All right, fix your clothing if you need to, fix your hair. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. On your exhale, twist to your left, right hand comes to the left knee, left fingertips behind you to the floor. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up, push your left hip crease forward, and see on your exhale if you can look a little bit over your left shoulder, finding that twist again. Inhale, remember finding length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And on your exhale, twisting. 1 more breath here. Inhale, head to center. Release your left arm up. Release your right arm up. Turn your torso back to center. Exhale. Left hand reaches for the right knee. Right fingertips come back. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach, grow through your spine. Exhale, push your right hip crease forward as you begin to twist, and maybe look over your right shoulder. You could always look to the side here. Good. Finding length on the inhales, and twisting on your exhales. 1 more. In through your nose, find length. Exhale. Inhale, head to center. Reach your right arm up, reach your left arm up, and then bring your palms together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning yoga quickie. I hope you feel a little bit more energized and are ready to go into your day full of energy, ready for whatever comes your way. Before we finish, release your hands down onto your knees, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. On your exhale, drop your shoulders, close your eyes. And then scanning your head for any residual tension, soften through your forehead, your eyes, your temples. Relax your jaw. Maybe wiggle a little bit side to side. And then put a gentle Smile on your lips. Relaxing your neck into your shoulders, over your elbows, all the way down into the fingertips. Softening your belly, releasing any tension here around your navel. Relax your legs and notice how the earth beneath you is holding you, carrying you. Taking 2 more deep breaths in together, in through the nose, deep full breath in. All the way to the top, fill your lungs. Feel how your lungs and your rib cage expands. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth. Exhale out. 1 more, like that. Deepest breath of all you've taken so far today. Full deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Open your mouth. Exhale out. Awesome. Bring your palms together to touch at your heart again. Thank you so much. Have the most beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you.